Hi everybody, I am Andrew and welcome to APL Repairs. That's what I'm going to call my channel from now on. So, there's me, as you can see here. Hello! So, as you can see, this is a Mega Drive, this is a Mega Drive controller, and this is a flashing screen. So, I bought this Mega Drive along with this other one here. And they were apparently faulty. I have tested them just to see what was faulty, and as far as I can tell, nothing. So I will come back to that if at all there is anything. You stop flashing, damn it. I don't have a power supply for this one. It's a 9 volt or 10 volt, I guess, supply with center pin positive. Technically I do have one, but it's center pin negative, which is what the other Mega Drive 1 uses, so that's irrelevant for this. But I bought an RGB cable, and I got the one for the Mega Drive 2. The Mega Drive 1 uses a different type of thing, so I'm going to test with this one. So basically, this controller I have had for probably 25 years, something like that. Whenever it came out, I don't remember. This is one of my original games as well. And obviously this isn't going to work because I'm using this thing here to power it. This is just a little thing that I made. Technically, I didn't design this. This was designed by someone to work on Game Boys, but yeah, it works for this. Why not? So basically, I've got this little screen here, and I've set it up so that when I press this, it comes onto here. And I'll just show you that the controller is not working. So, I mean, it technically is working. Realistically, it just needs a clean. However, I have two controllers. So, left and right are not too bad from the looks of it. Down and up are fairly decent as well. However, C is supposed to speed you up, which I don't know if you can see. Pressing the button and nothing happens. You have to really press it. And B is supposed to do a dash move, and that works as well if you really press. So I'm gonna open it, and E as well actually. It's supposed to do like a sonar thing on this game, but if I really press, there you go. So that's what I'm gonna do. I need to now get rid of these. In fact, I don't even need to unplug that, do I? So this is the one I'm going to work on first, and this one I have as well. I think the red ones are probably for the Mega Drive 2, but I'm not entirely sure. This one is similar to this one, except that the B button does not work at all. So yeah, I'm just going to try that. I'll just move this screen out the way. So let's have a look. We need a positive driver bit, which I have. I don't really want to take these screws out, but I will. Usually I just leave them in like that. In fact, I will try that. Just to see which side the PCB is on. Okay, so I don't need to take them out of here. Obviously this needs a clean, and to be honest, I will do that later. But for the moment, this is what I'm gonna do. So, oh, This is strange. I've never seen one like this. I've never opened one of these before. Looks like this is attached to it. Ah, there you go. How bizarre. So it's got some sort of like rocker system, I guess. Wow, look at the dirt on that. I will definitely clean it, but I'll do that off camera, to be honest, once I have everything working. To be honest, in my opinion, I simply will have to clean the pads. That's weird, the pads are on the back. I've never seen that before. So I'll just get a cotton bud, or 3 apparently, and a bit of IPA. I've got it in a little water balloon pump. I think that cost something like 30p or something. Oh, just get some kitchen meal. And I will also do this. So basically, the way I do this is you just go over it a little with some IPA and it will sort of melt away the carbon pad slightly and essentially sort of like resurface it like you would a DVD or CD or something of the sort if you had scratches on it. At least I think that's how it works. I'm not an expert. I mean, to be honest, these weren't there. The D-pad wasn't too bad, was it? So I probably don't need to do this, but it doesn't hurt. Here we go. That's now nice and black. And I believe I can't really zoom in or anything, but I think they look better, so we'll go with that. So it's just a little bit of stream relief there from the looks of it. Let's move that to one side. More IPA, and pretty much just clean them up. I figured I'd go with an easy one while I'm just testing how to record things. Start button was working pretty well, but it doesn't hurt to clean it up. I'm kind of getting sick of this, so what I'm going to do is, if I do that, there you go, that will do. Who cares if you can see anything on there? There's nothing interesting there. Just as long as it stops flashing. Yeah, squeaky. Squeaks. And I will require these carbon pads. I think these look like the ones you get in the Game Gear, which I guess would make sense. They were released around the same time and it's Sega. Just a tiny bit of IPA. These are quite wiggly. And bouncy if you do it this way, apparently. Boing. Boing. Oh, that one didn't boing. How dare you? Here we are. Of course, yes, it's incredibly dirty in here. I will absolutely clean this up once I know this is working. So this goes in first. This goes over the top with your strain relief, and then that will obviously go on there. That goes through there, and there we are. That should now be back together enough to test. I'll just screw it back in so that it works. I like these screws. These don't go in very much at all. I know I shouldn't thread that, but it's fine. Okay, so that was that. Let's see how well that worked. So here's the Mega Drive back. I'll just plug this in. And if I just do that, we can get it back on. And here's the thing, actually. It's on a little potentiometer here. I've accidentally knocked it to about 11 volts there. Definitely do not want to put 11 volts into this. So there you go, that's still working. Buttons seem okay. Yeah, that seems okay. And there you go. I barely tapped that. There you go, that's so much nicer. Tap B and you dash. And tap A and you sonar. And that's pretty much how to clean a Mega Drive / Sega Genesis controller. I am going to do the other one, so I will just turn this off. Unplug this. In fact, I'll just demonstrate that the B button is not working before I actually do it. The wire on this one seems quite a bit longer. The start button still works on this. I guess it's the button you press the least. So left, right, up and down seem fine. C not working again, as you can see. I can do that one if you press quite hard, but B. Oh, actually, there you go. It did work once. I don't want to be in here. That's a password select for this game, Echo the Dolphin, which is honestly one of my favourite games for this. And there you go, E as well. So let's just close that again so it doesn't flash. And move it out the way. And let's open this one as well. This one actually seems loose already. Maybe it's been opened before, I'm not entirely sure. Don't know if you can see that, but it's very loose. Give away wire. See that? Usually when you're opening something for the first time, you can sort of tell if it's been opened before because it sort of clicks like when it's got a bit of Loctite on it to sort of seal it shut. And these are clicking as if it's never been opened before. I don't know if you can hear that. Actually, that one's not. That one didn't click. That one clicked. Yeah, I don't know if that's actually been opened before or not. And it looks like it's pretty much the same. This is just attached to the D-pad at the front. And yeah, pretty much identical, isn't it? So just a bit more of the same. I will, to be honest, I'm just going to use the same cotton bud because why not? These pads look incredibly clean. In fact, this is the D-pad. And I'll just do the D-pad itself. In fact, I'm just going to spray this on the thing so I don't put it all over this D-pad. Carbon pad majiggery, whatever you call it. I can't think of words at the moment. Isn't that always the way when you need to remember? Yeah, that's actually quite black now. I think I'll stop using that side. And yeah, that looks pretty good. I mean, it was working, so I don't know what I expect, but I'll do this side. I will actually use a new one. So these actually do look quite dirty. The B especially, which would explain why it wasn't working. I think the zoom isn't working here because I am on the wrong camera, like the autofocus I mean. So yeah, that's actually quite nicely focused now, isn't it? That is good to know for next time. I didn't want to zoom in that far because the Mega Drive did not really fit in the shot. Wow, that is awful. I don't like whatever these are made out of. That's very squeaky stuff. Squeak. This is not cleaning up great. However, I don't really want to scratch it or anything because you can get sort of different finishes on PCBs. For example, this PCB here has got sort of a gold finish, which is called ENIG. I just call it ENIG. And I don't know if you can see on this one here. I mean, I've used this one before, but the wires here, the sort of silver, that basically means it doesn't really have anything off it. It's sort of like the base tin or aluminium or whatever they make them out of. I'm not clear on that. And if I God damn it. There we go. This one will do. So this is a Pokemon Red, if I don't know if you can see this here, but basically the pins on this are sort of finished with hard gold. It's pretty wear resistant. It's a lot better than the Enig coating that you'll find on things like this. But Enig is obviously a lot cheaper, which is why I go with that one, because I make or I made like reproduction cartridges. I say reproduction, it's more than that really. It's got an FRAM chip on it, so you don't need a battery to save your game. But anyway, I think this is probably going to be hard gold since it's Sega. Anyway, lesson time over. I think I'll leave it at that for the moment and just try and clean these, and we can see how well the B button works after that. It's quite black now. And the last one. There we are. So let's try putting this back together and see how well it goes. So we want that in that way. Stream relief back in. This wire is very tangled. Go away, you stupid tangled wire. Yeah. And before I forget, where did I put that? I put it over here. And that goes in that. I will obviously, like I say, clean these controllers better once I've finished with the video. I'm just doing this so the video doesn't end up much longer than it needs to be, because I know we're all busy people, we've got things to do. And obviously I could edit this down like I did with the first video that I tried, but who's got the time when you don't really need to? Okay, so you've seen this, you know what it is, you've seen this, and we're at 9 volts, that's fine. Let's just get this monitor over here. This is awkward. Oh no! Yeah, I've got a stupid sort of driver board on it. This is an iPad screen from, I think, an iPad 3 or 4 that I had spare. But I accidentally damaged the there's like a little clip to clip the screen in. I accidentally damaged that because the first screen that I had from the first iPad was shall we say broken. And I did not realize that. Anyway, so that's working, that's good. So, right, ugh, yeah, this isn't gonna work. In fact, I'll just zoom out. That'll be easier. So right, left, up, down, all good. B, that is so much better. And C, yeah. It's kind of hard to tell with C because it just sort of speeds you up a little, but that is definitely working. And the A button is working as well. So there we are. I'm just going to zoom in again. I can use this as a thumbnail. Sneaky. So yeah, that's how to clean a Mega Drive controller. I have got some other things coming. I actually have a Super Nintendo controller here that I quite like the look of. It's sort of got like a touchpad D-pad, which I'm going to possibly do next. The X, Y, and B buttons don't work, but that's for another video. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.